I'm reacting to Andrew Tate's video saying that he does not believe in clinical depression and that. Want to watch the video, see if he's got any valid points in that, and break it down, man. Let's get straight to it.
Depression, and you're never gonna. I'd love for you to try and convince me it's real. It'd be quite interesting.
Do you think it's an invention of the US pharmaceutical industry to sell you pills?
Well, I think that's certainly part of it. I think that's part of it. But I've had this.
See, that's an interesting point already because, like, think about how many people take pills for depression or mental health problems or pills in general, bro. Like, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Now, I'm not saying, like, yo, it's deliberate, but think about how much money is made in that from all of these little pills and that. And to think that the pill will really take your problems away, like, doesn't make sense to me, but let's watch it.
Conversation with a bunch of people, and my basic premise is that I refuse to believe in things that take power away from me. If you are in a haunted house and you believe in ghosts, you're scared of the haunted house. If you're in a haunted house and you don't believe in ghosts, you're just in a house and you don't care. So I don't like the idea when someone explains to me the idea of one day waking up and being miserable and not wanting to live anymore, and it's nothing to do with my circumstances and I have no power over it, and no matter how good my life is,
Yeah, that's a very, very valid point because it's like, see, depression is something that we all feel. Everyone has felt depressed or you have felt anxious, just like you have felt any other emotion. But to think, like, people genuinely think that, okay, some people are born depressed, some people are just born anxious, and that's going to be you from now to the end of times. Like, that doesn't make no sense, bro. You cannot be something for the rest of your life, depressed for your whole life, bro. Like, it's a life sentence. Like, you've been cursed by God, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Like, we feel depressed, we feel anxious, but how long you feel it for and what you do when you feel them emotions is what it all comes down to in the end, you know. So
still going to feel terrible and I'm going to want to die. That's not an idea I subscribe to. That's not a reality I'm ever going to want.
But that's
for
a
myself.
reactive depression, isn't it?
You guys know how it is when you buy a new
man,
Mac.
what's putting these ads on and what's going on
Soon
here?
after it starts to
I ain't
slow
trying to
down.
watch them
It's probably
ads.
because
You can be reactive depressed for the day, for example, or
Feeling,
for a while.
Or even chronically, yeah.
feeling depressed is real.
Yeah.
Depression as a disease, I do not subscribe to. The idea, I believe, that if you feel depressed, something is depressing you, and you should try your best to fix.
Exactly, like depression, like if you don't feel good within yourself or you feel low or you feel whatever, bro, it's just an indication that something's not going right. Your thinking is not right, your life's not right, something needs to change in that. That's after you use it as, not like, oh my God, here it goes again, I'm being attacked by some unknown entity. Like, well, bro, it's not that deep. Like, just literally sort yourself out. It's an indication that something is wrong, bro. That's all it is in that. Like, I believe that 100%.
Fix it, you should take control of your life and do your best to fix it. The idea, but they don't say that. They don't talk that. They say depression like it's this magic thing that comes out the sky and it gets in your brain, you're sad no matter what, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you need to only take pills. And I think that's a very bad way to look at the world, and that...
It's funny though when you think about it. Like, if you go to the doctors now and say you got a headache or you say you got depression or you feel, they're gonna prescribe you that pill so quickly. Like, take this pill. Like, if you genuinely believe that a pill will take away your anger, your frustration, how you feel inside, then, bro, you're living in some delusional world, because it's like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, you have to change your circumstances for you to feel better. If you're living in poverty, bro, you're not gonna feel good, bro. You need to, elevate yourself, elevate your thinking. So they're quick to hand out the tablets, man. So keep that in mind.
That's a bad idea to subscribe to. And if you start to feel depressed, let's say your girl leaves you and you start to feel depressed, but you believe in the idea of depression, you're now going to start diagnosing yourself as clinically depressed, self-hypnosing yourself into hypnotizing yourself into being clinically depressed. And it's amazing how you can speak things into existence. I cannot become depressed because I don't believe in it.
So how about...
See, this is the part, like, it says, I cannot be depressed because I don't believe in it. Like, see, like I said, the emotions are natural. You can feel angry, you can feel depressed and that. Some people try to hide it under the carpet, like, nah, I don't feel it. But it really is there and that. I get where he's coming from, and that he's saying that, yo, when he doesn't believe in it, so he can't feel it. So he's basically saying that he just brushes it under the carpet, which really, it's not really the best thing to do, in my opinion. Obviously, if you feel it, you have to genuinely feel it. No point running away from it. But again, don't get too caught up in that. Like, I am depressed, oh my God, and project it to everyone, the whole world. Like, okay, you feel it type of way, safe. Like, put the work in. So some people just quickly, like, run away from it, from drugs, alcohol, whatever. Some people run away from it by just doing activities or being productive. But it's just about cultivating and using it in a positive. But don't let that, like, weigh you down. You feel me?
chemical imbalances in the brain.
Bullshit. That's all been disproved anyway.
Really?
It's all been disproved. Firstly, that's all been disproved. And secondly, even if that was true, even if I had a chemical imbalance in my brain, I do not believe in depression. That's just who I am as a person. I don't believe in it. I do not believe in things that take power away from me. So,
that's a funny point, like, because you have to realize that I 100% understand where he's coming from. He's basically saying like, yo, nothing can take the power away from me. I'm not gonna give any strength to this thing and that at all. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm depressed, I can't do nothing about it. He's taking accountability, like, yo, if something's wrong with, if I'm not feeling good, that's my fault. Basically he's saying take full accountability about how you feel, where you are in life. Don't point the fingers like, oh, it's the government, oh no, it's depression, oh no, which is what a lot of people do. So he believes in 100% accountability, which you have to respect, you know? He's not making excuses up, and he's simply saying like, yo, if things are not going your way, it's your fault, bro. So I don't know why people really like disprove of this, because it makes no, like, it's just saying be accountable for yourself and that. So it's a good mindset to have, man, definitely.
And people sit there and they try very hard to convince me it's real, which is actually quite interesting, because it's always usually depressed people who sit there and try very hard to defend this idea. If you're so scared, if depression's so terrible, why are you sticking up for it? Why are you fighting so hard to convince me it's such a powerful force? Why shouldn't you be doing the opposite? Shouldn't you be listening to me? Whose team are you on? Like, do you want to be depressed? Like, it's insanity. These.
Like, this guy's funny, man. This guy is a funny guy, man. Like, it's so true though. Like, a lot of people who are depressed or feel a type of way now, it's in a way they're fighting for people to understand how they feel, and like, yo, this is so difficult. Depression, anxiety is making me feel so low, and yo, our depression started again today. Like, they are giving it power. They are making it seem like it's some like an undefeated thing that you cannot combat, that you cannot overcome it. When you try to tell them and give them suggestions like, yo, go to the gym and yo, do this and that, they're like, nah, you don't understand, bro. This is so deep, bro. I can't even think, man. It's just overcoming me. Like, don't let anything, like, it depends what you believe. I believe in God personally, like, you know, everything is written by God and that. So, you know, give all the praise to God and that, and you can overcome anything. The moment you feel like you cannot win or overcome something, then you can't, bro, and then you'll continue to suffer. So you have to, you know what I'm saying to you, you have to like know or believe that you're going to overcome it.
These people who are so desperate to push this idea. Then you add in the pharmaceutical element, and the fact that everyone's taking these fucking drugs, messing with their brain chemistry. It's garbage. I think that you feel depressed sometimes because you're human.
So you felt depressed at times, would you say?
We're all human.
Yeah, because I felt depressed. I mean, I had some major, it might not sound big, but some major dental surgery done, and it really got me down for a
I don't know why I'm laughing. No, I'm sad. It's a myth. Yo, I don't know why I find that funny, man. Say that major dental surgery and you felt depressed, man. I don't know, but I'm not saying like, you know, everyone has a reason to be depressed, but I don't know.
for a while, but my businesses and running those, to be honest, picked me up, because it was like, I can't be like this. Get in there, do some business.
Well, completely. And also, let's look at it. Let's pretend I'm completely wrong, right? We can look at situational depression, like you just described. We can talk about brain imbalance and chemical imbalance. We can talk about clinical depression that you get, and it's chronic, and there's nothing you can do about it. Whatever. Let's pretend all these things are completely true. The best option, the best thing to do, is still to get up, be an adult, control your emotions, be stoic, and do the things you're supposed to do day after.
That's it, literally. Like, it's so true, because like I said, accountability. Okay, like you said, even if it's true that you are clinically depressed, or let's say you have like 1 week to live, or all the worst case scenarios and that I say that you can't control happens and that, then the best case scenario, the best attitude to have is to keep fighting. But so you know what, boom, regardless of this, I'm going to keep pushing. Regardless of this, I'm going to be the best version of me. Regardless of this, I'm moving forward in that. So the moment you give up in that, I think that's what he's talking about the most. The moment you give up and say, you know what, this is, I cannot control this. It's too much for me to handle. You know, like, then your life is over. Then you're going to feel 10 times worse. If you feel like, nah, bro, I can win. I can still fight. I can still get things done. Then you're going to feel better. It's psychological, you know, psychological.
Today, laying in bed and doing nothing is never going to be the best option. The best
Never.
option is still to go to the gym, to work hard, to run your business, and be successful. So it doesn't matter. We're talking about the different positions on the chessboard. But if the rules of the game remain the same, regardless of the position you're still trying to win, you still have to do the same things. So does it even matter at this point? If you come along and say he's depressed because of X, and he's depressed because of Y, and he's depressed because of Z, and the answer to all of them is still the same thing, then I don't give a fuck why you're depressed. All I know, what I will say as a matter of fact, is this world is hyper competitive, especially as a man. Most men are walking through life and they don't realize that it's constant competition. I was driving here. Even as I was driving here, I was looking out the window.
That's it, bro. Like, it's 100%, like it's competition, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? Because like you don't want to be an enemy of yourself and that. Like let's say, okay, life's already hard as it is already. You gotta get things done. You gotta earn your money. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tasks and a lot of things you have to do. You know, so like life's already difficult as it is. So if you are not on the same team inside your mind, if your mind is also against you, like a lot of things are against you in the world. If your mind is also against you, then it's impossible, but to carry on living, bro. It's very difficult to carry on living, to live a joyful life, to be the best version of you, because it's like life is against you, your own mind is against you. Like you need to be your own best friend, bro. Like that's how I see it. You have to be your own best friend. You have to be there for yourself. If you're low, you pick yourself up. Like good relationship, good vibes in your own head, bro. That's the most important thing. What goes on in your head, doesn't matter what's going on outside in the world and that. The world could be burning down. You could be living luxury, poverty. As long as you are good inside of your own mind and that, and you're happy, good relationship with you, everything is sorted, bro. So, the valid point right there.
Window. It was all these people just walking around. One of them had a fucking croissant. One of them was dressed like a dickhead because it's London. He thinks he fucking looks cool. This is a fucking moron.
We've all seen them.
Yeah, moron. Some of the dude just talking shit on the phone. Some other guy with headphones in, waiting to be fucking murdered, wouldn't even hear it coming. And all these NPCs, I'm just looking at them going, do they realize they're in endless, constant competition? Every single pound they want, someone else wants. Every single girl they want, someone else wants. There are people like me out here. I will destroy. You could get all 30 of them in a room, and I will sit by myself and absolutely annihilate.
I think like one of the most thing that people are impressed with Andy Tate's mindset. You know, a lot of people talk about mindset, yeah, resilient, hard working and that, but like whenever you hear this guy speaking, he always talks like highly of himself. He always talks in like competitive. He always talks like with drive, purpose, motivation. You know, he never sees himself as second best. So it's something you can learn from him, definitely, like that resilience, that knowing that you are capable of more, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that you have to be the best version of you all the time, getting things done regardless of how you feel. So his message is positive, man. And regarding the depression thing, like, you know, take it as you will, you know what I'm saying, you can agree, disagree, but what you have to realize is that the moment you feel like you are powerless is the moment you are powerless. If you feel like you have a chance, then you have a chance. So I think that's the point that he's trying to make. There's a quick video reaction. Let me know what video you want me to react to next and that. Comment down below. Follow my Instagram, Tate Fitness. Everything will be in the description. Discord group as well. I appreciate it. Make sure to like, hit that red subscribe button, and comment down below, man. Let's get it.